Fianim Gosima, what do you need? I fed you, I can't hear you. No, Mama, I'm correct, the penny-for flow. Oh, my money in a flow. So we could all now bet me a rescue of man. John Dramani Hammer. You named the bit me a year. And until I hear for say, Cybra. Yeah, that was it.
And may the heavens rescue this land. We need a man with vision to lead. John Mahama is the man for us. Oh, Ghana needs a change. Mama is sorry and let us rise for a change. Sorry and rain. A voice for Bahama is a voice for Ghana. Ghana needs the best thing. Rise for a change. Ghana, Naneman, Sakia. Time yaki, Mama, I'm sorry. John Mahama, he's the man for us. Oh, Ghana needs a change. Let us run.
Ariel Madeshe, Imobia Jo, Imobia Kwaba, Eba NDC 360. And I jebre, na what you be ebo deuro, efa, and she pa, and in the pa, NDC Amanyuku, and you John Drama and Mahama, a woman on my Ghana. As far as the upcoming 2024 elections is concerned, a hassle and a nyema. Eku twiba bremai efa amamu bonia ekoso ye my Ghana mu a e de ahokyere ne konanda ababeto ye nyina asomanfo so no ha na ye gebre yi nsem no baako boko te sa wo no se ne be ya akraketo akra ebeti ase. This is the 9th edition. Midiane Sammy Gyemfi Musumfo achiame hinema NDC Amanyuko, and I will be hosting this 9th edition of NDC 360. We streaming live on Facebook on NDC 360, X, do one our friend on Twitter, NDC 360 official, and on YouTube, NDC 360 official as well. We're also having a simulcast on 5 television networks simultaneously. We are live on Angel TV, TVXYZ, Weasel TV, Unia TV, and Loud Silence TV. And today we are also live on MBN TV, formerly Maranatha TV. If I got the name wrong, forgive me, I'll come and correct it. But formerly Maranatha TV, we thank them. And the many other platforms streaming this program live on YouTube and other social media platforms. We are most grateful to you. What are we talking about today? Very short. We're talking about Nkontompo Hene Alhaji Bawumia Otu Frankama MPP. And Trobe Brea, where dear Che Ghana for? Futura what to Ghana for near. Office a refi into betumi asanso the 6 adane and I. About whether you name the medical chim say about we here. And it is about GDA. It's about who among those vying for the presidency we can trust. And today we will be assessing his credibility to see say so okanina ni sune ne ban no e kire nipa ye betumi anya no mugidie e de oman ahye ne nsa anase da bi na ye wie no under the moment of true segment no ye beba lest we forget and ye kakai ho afa yora John Dramani Mahama ne nyuma pa wa ya aboa Ghana empempi no anadodo no refi no ye be kakai ho kakra ne ye be health sector, some of the achievements, the superior legacy of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama emretia wa wonyaye edebe sumo mei enyuma pa wo ye ya eno nti ye gina so astre biem se Ghana for beye ne mwa amato aba no ama ne biem esanse mpanyifo se de waye bi da no ene ye frɛ no ayeboafo na ye lest we forget na ye the NDC and U segment no so ebebrem. And today on NDC and U we are revisiting the conversation about the Mahama 24-hour economy. And she share pa yura Mahama edeba edi adwuma ebe bagana bebre na edi ahotompuntu eni sika ba yobotom no ene ye besanso edi ho enkomo biem. And these are the 3 main segments that we have for you. Medikai, like I said, we are live on Facebook, on X, and on YouTube. We're also live on the television stations I've already acknowledged and many other platforms. And like the link, share the link, and more importantly, comment, because I believe that I can count many of your text messages. Tell a friend to tell a friend that Sammy Gyemfi is live. NDC 360 is on. Yeah, the NDC in Sempano. In fact, Ghana Mpuntu, Ghana Dache Hono. Yeah, the Bremo. No Krense Munkwa. A dance here at Tayachira. Ubehe Jumedi Ewino. Ebeboa, I'm going maybe maybe I won't try wadre and coso. Na boa wet me to abapa mame. And with your net, yeah, adverting team. Just watch this moment of truth montage for me. We are screen to bring you the first presentation on exposing the dishonesty of Alhaji Bawumia. Shall we, Mami Sisi?
This is the moment of truth, where we serve you with the truth and only the truth, nothing but the truth. And we are talking about the man on the screen, Alhaji Mahmudu Bawumia. Inti ayedi ne hu nkomo na nyese bia ne hu na ye febro so ana ye ni bibia ka inti ne ye ka ne ho asem. We are talking about him because in prempria ye ka say ono ne omampanyi abedi akire. Omeyi aban ya wote akonwa so. Ba so ku a aban na te se omohwe omeyi sika sem nyina so no. Ono na ye ba so ku ne titereni. Eniti Ghana sem sika sem ye ku twi ba breme nyina no. Upeso humu nchiremu apape ne beti na chiremu Alhaji Bawumia. Na potoka sem ya can say is the chairman of the economic management team. Se say impodie otu franka ma MPP amanyuku a onam ebo nto ase mon first year ne mame o kan sem bebre obi aso nye ni stia obi a nye ni stia mfi ni sem oni license imponi amani stia because on the driver nyina no ye de car ye Ghana share wansa no omudi afa kwan bone so amaka na konya accident a e de ahokyere nya benedie ababeto yenso enso de bia osori ose mon first year ne maye na minim say wa wo hwe me no woni me be ya adwen say se ye betumi di stia na mo wura Bawumia ade ba ko pa e wo se ye gina so na yesusu dua ye de be so no wahwe na yetimi ahu se ye betumi anya ne mugidie no ne nokre ka se de sitie esanse onipa bi a won ka nokre no you cannot trust the person. You see about why ye ba betui it's not just about promises boshe eno de yatia bre enye hwan na betumi de adwen wanwaso fufuro bi aba even though that is important enye de odwa nanum se maye we da bi de hia titiru pa ne se nipa kura o kasa nsem no o hye wo sa abo no o kasa big ideas and policies no ne so de bind to say what is his track record na so ne dwuma wa ye ne nyuma wo ye ne nsem kaye ne de o ye fa ne nsem kaye ho no ebetumi amaye nya ne mugidie de o ma ya hye ne sa na trustworthiness is what we are talking about, because if I can't trust you then I can't give you my vote. It's as simple as that. So which of these two leaders, John Mahama, Alhaji Bawumia, leading the two major political parties into the 2024 election, can we trust? That is why this conversation is important, and I want you to listen carefully. Maybe the NSA may send pensem na mama wadanse. Maybe I met to be as much as na mama obiedi. Na wankasa wo de akwa adwendwen mu. Na wankasa wasi agina ya ebeboa wankasa wabrabo wo ma wabusua ene wo dache. Now I will start with this quotation from a man called Brian Tracy. And Brian Tracy can say the glue that holds all relationships together, including the relationship between the leader and the led, is trust. And trust is based on integrity. Pape oye obi awa bempa Kenyans asem ko Canada memua they celebrate him. Ajidin people all across the world read his writings. Waka sendi ehun here was a Ghana for ya twa adwensi so. O say glue a eka ye first akandifo leaders any on manfo bomu no e glue ba akopɛ e gidie trust. Na say gidie no ne fapem ene no kreka integrity. If you don't have integrity, you cannot be trusted. And fa won say nipa ne be promise o say to abama me o to abama me a me do be kwa bruchiri mema $1 million maybe adwuma and fa won de nipa ne be kan say nipa kro ne obi a onya no kwafo a his words means very little. Now you see ene yentumi kan nsem nyina etima fa nsem no ne fa bi part 1 pe. And under this part 1, may pure see in kontompo akese edu 10 lies that Alhaji Bawumia has peddled. And I will give you the evidence for you to know that indeed this man is a liar. When we call him a liar, we are not insulting him, we are not attacking him, because that is who he is, that is his nature, that is his name, that is his title, and that is the only name you can call him. And on for the kind 2020 MPP4 call Cape Coast. Omo ko launche omo manifesto. Bosha hodo anomo woma Ghana for. It was just like this time 2024 because 2020 was an election year. Why am I starting with this? Because this was a promise and a semo about in a run up to the 2020 elections. And you better be the atoto and semo and in a run up to the 2024 elections. Or say, and yes, omu besi habo for frama Cape Coast for David. Or say, omu si, we are building a new harbor for the people of Cape Coast. But we are casa seminar and what dancing if we mame.
Good news for you. We are building a new harbor in Cape Coast and a new airport in Cape Coast. People of Cape Coast, I have good news for you. We are building a new harbor in Cape Coast and a new airport in Cape Coast.
Now, producer, I want you to play the video again. And why we're rebel? Because I would say say good people of Cape Coast. Now we will build, or say we are building. Tape in the
Cape Coast, I have good news for you. We are building a new harbor in Cape Coast and a new airport in Cape Coast. It is people of Cape Coast, I have good news for you. We are building a new harbor in Cape Coast and a new airport in Cape Coast.
That is it. Kalkum yetinu kwekonu. Bible says when one sem yedi bebu afo na yedi bebu abem. Say we are building. Enti ene wa wo hwe me no. Including MPP for amohwe me a ebi kura mu didi matemi. Ye bisa mo say harbor na Bawumia say they are building o si no away. Because ono ankasa ne boss o mampanyi Akufuado yeto abane ma onu wie pe no wakọ radio so akọka se ono onka ni baabia se obesi ana wo si habo ama Cape Coast for chani so o mampanyi Akufuado not Sammy Gyemfi not NDC o se Bawumia your trofo because ono your mampanyi no onka ni baabia da se o si habo e wo Cape Coast and now will be see. And no one dance in the remember.
First, the harbor, we have to be very clear in our mind. We never committed ourselves. I never said I was going to build a harbor in Cape Coast. I said I was going to build a landing site, like what I've done in these 6 other places in the central region. Cape Coast also will have its own landing site, and the construction of that will begin next year. The airport. Yes. The airport.
You see, MPP for free say Ghana for we have short memories. So, o me twan kontompo 2016 age to me 2020 o me twan kontompo sa 2024 aba and o masa so den sem there ba no moto Ghana for mrade and e bi no mo boje Bawumia so. But this is the man we are talking about. We will see you are building a harbor. At the time Bawumia Kasano, there was no place in Cape Coast and you see harbor. Baby, I can't even a door. Na campus ya to 1 block pussy see harbor. Not even 1 block. Yet with me TV cameras and in we are building a harbor. Then 1 year down the line, Akufuado said, "Me share bubiasa." We never. The commitment was never to build a harbor, but a landing site and a harbor. So when we send MPP for Subaintia, when we send a Bawumia, the Subaintia. And at the time this happened, we said, we are some we see here, and Ghana, various media organizations, a report to here. So one see a maybe a wide range Amazon. And let me play to you a news report that Joy News did on this. Cape Coast Fuan Kasa, a Kasa about Nada, Papeo Dasui, Alaji Bawumia or the Dada Omo. Play that video for me.
I don't understand the apology. What he's saying, I don't understand it. Is he apologizing that he lied on Eagle FM? Or is apologizing that he's no longer going to build a harbor for us? You see, and what we have at Elimina is not a harbor that he promised Cape Coast. What another has done, another has told people of Cape Coast that we should all start crying. He has told that Cape Coast, our father has died, our mother has died. So what we have Cape Coast now is funeral. So from tomorrow, we Cape Coasters, we are going to put on black. We are going to mourn Nanado. We are going to put on black because he has deceived us. And we are demanding, we the youth of Cape Coast, we are demanding our harbor and the airport that he promised because it is in his manifesto.
The moment makes a quiet Bahomia, next some no can Bahomia. You want a cassette with war. Well, there you go. Or be there, or the Bamigafo, or your harbor, no on your airport, no, then here, and a President Nakasa, the Nabu. And I see Obela, now, but I said, my neighbor's plane airport dam, and no one could see how man. I'm a bit to teach me something. We need to and
Mr. Crafton. That is how depraved our country has become. That today we have in a very high office, at the very top, a man occupying the very high position of vice president. Nipa no kresi eninenum. Yenim boni no kredi aye Alaji Bawumia. No krenam left, no far right. No krenam ha, no far say. How can you lie to people like this? How? Now, what do you have on no crown? I would dada or more. And airport now the chat one because he said we are building a new harbor and airport. It's a airport on the put you can see it. And I mean, okay, say Cape Coast harbor nail airport wa she nothing has been done. Say same podium munya 2 million no. O man penye ku fo do say wa koda adwen won say Cape Coast for kra mon sem fata airport. Oh yes, waka. E bia na unte. Waji 2 million based on Bosha what the Asha was say Messi harbor awensi or say Messi airport and no what the Akawonya no humpo also wa dream one we said maybe won share here sana and cry ni Cape Coast here 1 hour 30 minutes and cry ni Cape Coast 1 hour 30 minutes what the hear who dance any.
This morning, people feel strongly that looking at our potential in tourism, we need to put up an airport.
This is a place which is 1.5 hours from the capital, which is the major international airport. There's an airport in Takrady. Well, the studies are ongoing.
Go ahead. You don't see the need of an airport.
I'm not going to say the need. Okay. These things, they're not the response of a government should not just be people say we need an airport. The response of a government should be the matter has been thoroughly examined and the need has been established. That is the process that the Ministry of Aviation is going through. Is doing the same with Koforidua from the region from which I come, which is also another regional location which is very near Accra. Another an hour and a half, to be able to decide for ourselves whether in fact the need for the airport can be justified when you have Accra, you have Kumasi, you have Tamale, you have Takrady, whether on the coast with Accra's presence there's a need for an additional airport.
Let me just bring up this question, if you don't mind, because this is the first time I'm at.
We are building a new harbor in Cape Coast and a new airport in Cape Coast. It is very critical that we do that. An airport makes a lot of sense in Cape Coast. It's a real tourist hub, and between Greater Accra, Kumasi, and Cape Coast, you have a triangle that really is a lot of hub of economic activity. You can build railway lines between them, and it's a major growth pool if we put an airport here to drive infrastructure growth.
I can't help myself but laugh. video edi kan boy ene Omampenya Kufuado wako fifi mantem wako tena radio so was say habo ne de ho de kra de no de so wan hye sa abo no ba wumi ane kodi ne turo airport so a say Omampenya Kufuado eni mi so onhoro so so what chifa ne bosa again this ka airport wo hia ma Cape Coast na say men ka saba ye ntimi sore nka say yekusi airport sa akwa was say ye hwehwemu say airport so no ebe here because and kan wa here Atakrade wa here hunyina wa airport Cape Coast shemfinfinti Cape Coast there afi o say here examination here enti alaje ba obi anya examination no san hwehwemu e wo say nka alaje Omampenya Kufuado say wo say wo yi ansa no waka say wo be si airport o Cape Coast no ade no ma ansa no mo de sa aboshe na eba abeji tumi afi o manya tumi awie no so aboa no fidie ne chia na fidie chi na ne sunku agya no so ade sunku se se dia o se o ayako o se ekoye nhwemu se wo hia aso tie ba wo mi a o so wo hia pa ye hia airport e wo Cape Coast because Cape Coast wa Takrade wa ha enkran wa ha a triangle no wa ye ne sa say tie ye kora bit my railway lines. You see this man, he talks big but he also lies big. He is nothing but a braggadocious talkative. Oyobi ananwe de. So yamfa doko sempa under the nipano or your expects. And that is what you have seen. Bayanko ya nimemeriti. Number 2. The Chrese Bawubia on Kanokre and we can't trust him. For Cape Coast for airports and harbor fiasco netunchen. Now here we. Or say in 18 months of an MPP government, no community in Ghana will have a water or toilet problem. But we are 2016. We just simply so. Se Ghana for montu abamaye. Na montu abamaya. Boso me du mo twechi. Ensio hawe wo Ghana nyina no ebe solve. Ni ama Ghana for nyina esupano. Ejana bia ya ne problems e wo ha nyina so ebe solve. Na se bi obia so enya bi. But this was not even in the MPP's 2016 manifesto. Manifesto. It's going to be it's a failed manifesto promise. Now, party biano, or manifesto promises in Yano. This was not a manifesto promise. But because of your trophy, platforms were now it is a bar from left, right, center. Even what is not in their manifesto, he will lie about. This is the evidence. Review the mame.
There should be no village or community in Ghana after the first 2 years that would have a water problem or a toilet problem.
No. TFO video now can in 18 months no community will have a water or toilet problem. Nti wa wo hweme no bisa ho kanokre kire ho say enne Ghana 18 months na twam wo mfie mwotwe ni 8 years. We are in their 8th year. Water and toilet problem, solve where we are now. How can any politician even make such a promise? It is only a liar. Or no, everything is about power. So be ditro aji to me kura won fa ho. Number 3. Alaji Bawumia 2016. Oba yanim se Ghana for yanto abama MPP. No metina konwa so no. Oka asem bia na ede pa. Se bi asem we uko Eko kachira bua moti akra obedi wachi efi nwurama bafie asemu ana asichire wom asemu ana ewo wom ede also we don't have to borrow for roads. All we need to do is to tow the roads. Also Ghana onyame ehira eja ne boss Kufuado say yetisika soso ekom de en bawomia boten na won chen say akwanya Ghana yehia nyina yehia kwase ebeje besia yehia sa akwan na yaye no yemfa road tools insisi so yegigi sika na yebetumi dia ya akwan ni nyina obi nyi ni se obi nipa bi petini anda pa ka bibisa. Somebody is watching. I'm not a prophet, but I'm sure obi I want to say we no maybe thinking say Sammy Gyemfi obo aba obi ntimi nkasa anyway where
we don't have to borrow money from anywhere. Just toll the various sections of the road and we'll raise the money to do the roads in Ghana.
Producer, I'm about to repeat mame.
We don't have to borrow money from anywhere. Just toll the various sections of the road and we'll raise the money to do the roads in Ghana.
So, and throw here in Kuntumpu here. 2016, no chantrona na osre. And then you chantrona na osa, Sasso Asados when he beating co. A young tron qua. Obe ha na dia candidate no osre. Oh, ye be ye ni se na say, me tibi wu wa ko gina na no matena konwa anim. No dwananum. Ye was yes samra we ye betua mo ka. Now people still believe this liar. Just say ye impenyi se ye de yawo na anya we ya ye nya wo fire. And throw away in it, you still believe this liar. Nanye ne MPP agu anka Darocha party, Professor Kufia Briva party, UP party. Ka papa we beti aye omo franka tufuana. And nega besi o mabo besia. Amen na Ghana car. Kwame Nkrumah afifa ni kotoka e champion Akufuado Papampo, Akufunum, Dr. Hilal Imam, JJ Rollins, Papa Kofo, Papa Tamils, Papa John Mahama, 59 years on what's not Kunyaso. Bessie on my boy and the cow Mudi Ghana, 120 billion. Opana Jack Toronto in Yakitua. But when me, I was saying this year, Bobesia, Podia Quine. On the cano, every 120 billion to 538.6 billion. And now check Ghana, Ghana, your population about 30 million. Ghana Libya the cap over 22,000 cities. Yes, including Washeme, including MPP, CPP, NDC, including a cracket why I want over 22,000. It is 220 million. In Ghana is bankrupt. And in fact, not only are we engulfed in debts, IMF also despite the promise by this government said we will never go to the IMF. And then Ghana is the world's largest borrower in terms of IMF. What do you read video with MCCA? Producer, give us that tip and let people judge for themselves.
What was the promise of the MPP?
You have to borrow responsibly.
He lied. Today, Ghana remains the world's largest borrower at the IMF. Nanado doesn't give a hoot.
We won't borrow money. Everybody borrows money.
They promised to borrow responsibly.
It only means that we are going to borrow responsibly and not recklessly.
I warned Akufo-Addo about his excessive borrowing, but he didn't listen.
Who was that?
Akufo-Addo says so.
They were warned from 2019 all through to 2024. They kept borrowing.
You have to borrow responsibly.
Ghana's debt is projected to hit a staggering 99% of GDP by the end of 2023.
You have to borrow responsibly.
Thus, the World Bank has cautioned Ghana against excessive borrowing amidst concerns.
It only means that we are going to borrow responsibly and not recklessly.
As a Ghanaian, if we divide the national debt by the total number of Ghanaians, which is roughly give or take 30 million, in 2017, every Ghanaian owed 4,874 cedis. Fast forward to 2021, you owe 12,146 each and every one of you. When we look at 2024, when President Nana Akufo-Addo will be leaving office, you will be owing all the international debtors 18,312 Ghanaian cedi.
You have to borrow responsibly and not recklessly. You have to borrow responsibly and not recklessly.
Words may be forgotten, but broken promises are etched in our souls. Your words mean nothing, Baumia, when your actions are complete opposite of what you did in office.
These are the people who said, these are the same people. Confused bunch of people. Rotos no must be Ghana, Queen, and Enequanumatu. Confused, they don't know anything. And so, Joe Manim, Chainy baby, no more bunny pen in tia. And that one, this is their scorecard relative to borrowing. All presidents from Nkrumah to Mahama in 59 years, 120 billion. More 7 years, 81.8 billion. No more they are the Papampo Kenya. They are not with this canae. Not even one hospital. Ometime fiti ase whether a regional hospital or a district hospital, ye fiti ase ewie. And the petimi kumkodia yare. They are not with this canae. With this can say atam. And that is why we are struggling. And these people say they will break the 8. Almost as what shall to Obama Omo. And some want to make another mistake. No. Don't make a third time mistake by believing these lies. Number 4. Alaji Bawumiana. I said we will start constructing roads with concrete instead of asphalt. Yemposo kakra hadie emwedru. Asemwe emwedru. So because since Ghana beto hono, Nkrumah kra o de fa hodi ba menye so shebo she bi say. But this man Bawumia promised. Ghana kwa nyina was wo ye asphalt a sentem dodo. Inti ono or the proposal akoma baya jiatum. Inti akwaya wo Ghana nyina no mo ba ye no concrete na Ghana fo abaje so you. Na asem no de ehu kra na say asem no ka na sorry dem. Muntie mi yo. Yes o ka no political campaign platform so. What I say oh political campaign platform the deputy minister. Muntie mi ye. Onyame fie. Enya sorry bia kwa lighthouse. Osofo penyi Dagi Ward Mills. Na sorry onyame fie nyame sofo te wo. You see Bawumia ensuru nyame. Just like ne boss Akufuado ada de nyame so we see asore dan no a wa fa so de awia Ghana sika over 1 billion new Ghana cedis. Na de otimi ye ya ma nyame the biggest pits in the whole world no. Bawumia so kujina asore dem ekodi to so obeye concrete roads asphalt kwa de enye omujaye pepatro hwe ehwo adanse ni.
This asphalt bitumen stuff, which the roads get washed away after 2 seasons. You look at the Mamoto Way, which was built with concrete, and it is lasting almost 50 years. And so that sort of got me thinking, and we started that discussion. It's a simple idea, but it's full of wisdom. I checked, and I realized that even in India, since 2014 in India, they have a policy to only build concrete roads because it works out much cheaper. So I said, well, let me bring this to my bosses, and we have been discussing this as recently as last week in Parliament. And Bishop Dag, I'll let you into it. Cabinet did decide last week that we should move towards concrete roads as a country.
Well, it be say a harvest chapel, it be say a lighthouse. Whether harvest or lighthouse, it's Bishop Dag be all. But no matter the name of the church, nyame fie, oni nyame asafo, nyame ma nyame honhom ti omumu. Okudi trama ya boy ensem ama. Se wo be concrete roads. If you watching since o kasa aseni. Concrete road nebi way. Wa wutie ni MPP ni a wo hwe me a wudidi matem no. Wo concrete road nebi wo krom. And you are marketing this liar. I don't know moyesa. MPP before I don't know moyesa. Mun pa chokra for truth. Me catch say tete na. Say we are in the time of grace. Adom remuni we. Tete na mransem duni adwuma na Bawumia. Enko jira wo twa tro na asase apai na nyame abufuo no asase na meneno. How can you lie even in church? How can you lie like that? 80 okay and some for report here. Ghana Web, this is it. 18 July 2017. We'll start constructing concrete roads in Ghana. Bawumia. Number 5, where the Fawankasa was sitting. This is direct. And then before the BBR by a friend e-levy, Momo tax. It doesn't only apply to mobile money. I will send you a team sika to. We hear you breast someone in 50 years, you will send you an abandoned team sika. Enye Bawumia obey economic management in Chamaya, Kianti Bimpenny Senda. But baby, I make Kunye. This same Bawumia, 2020 Yakotwaba, on Peace FM, sometime in August 2016, who said about Rasu MPP here to me, Ofitia Sipian Kuntumpu. Kuntumpu Neneze, or say, oh, Momo dear, a year phone use. He near say that will be a better so because Momo ye for and Yafo ne Momo. And T Tropa say a debate to Momo so dear, there be that. But we mere promise, yet on one casa, FM ya the e-levy buy. Share this video for me.
The point is that you are not taxing mobile money, and it is, for me, my view and that we should not tax mobile money, because mobile money transactions, a lot of the people who are using these transactions are very poor people. You know, someone will get sent 5 CDs on mobile money. Why would you want to tax that? So the point is that you are not taxing mobile money, and it is, for me, my view and that we should not tax mobile money, because mobile money transactions, a lot of the people who are using these transactions are very poor people. You know, someone will get sent 5 CDs on mobile money. Why would you want to tax that?
Yes, I believe and that one. I say, why would you want to tax mobile money? A bribe and interest, so you won't hear. Yet, on the e-levy buy. And then what pepana no so minimum she who for do na buy na me nka ho. Pepana no ofi say ye refi. Bosha or the share and the oye. But well, I don't say that was a Bawumia himself. And he proposed e-levy on no kofa buy. On the that's what I had the buy ma banji too. And ya me na make MPP, then General Secretary, for Penny, CEO of MPP. Oko cabinet meetings, John Boyd on the kind, any more. And that screen is on. Or say, wait there, but we may say more. I feel more we mame. Modern Ghana. This is a story by Eric Nanaya Kwafo. Or say, Bawumia is in full support of e-levy. John Boyd reveals John Boyd. Because he was going to the cabinet meetings and also Bawumia in full support, not in support, in full support of e-levy. When you was a quarter question amount to anything, this same man not the e-levy abano, and our promises will be try e-levy when yaji. How can you believe him? Obiso John Boyd will be on paper when we sent to cancer, no problem. We Gideon Wako, spokesperson to Bawumia. And also solid, you know, say Bawumia supports implementation of e-levy. Bawumia supports implementation of e-levy. Spokesperson. Go and read the story. myinfo.com. It is there. And throw number 6. Episode 4. Mokai Bawumia and US dollar 1 cent. And brother Bawumia be pay to me. None a pet subject. As someone not kapa was about CD. Because the man penyaku for the mayati as yes or no onim sikasem totoye. And until no akofa alaji Bawumia so mebuano. No mehwe Ghana sikasem so. Edi agu for the video bi jinaka so say CD na ye hata no kasa wodwom. And until na makofa owura Bawumia omebua. And Bawumia so kansem se Ghana isikasem fapem under Mahama. Atetia pansam the fundamentals are weak. And if the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. Shebompo said, watch it after they came to office after 100 days. Also, watch it dollar to prison. The whole Safwa Koma IGP. And then dollar. And then I'm saying, she video, mame.
But if the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. The type of free fall that we are seeing with the cedi exchange rate is a vote of no confidence by market players in the management of the economy.
So, if the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. So Ghana, sika semfa pemtete pansamoa, dollar be kosro gu sika nanimu ase, amobi ehun say ye mo number. Sambra wakasa no. Na dollar ni nya me do 4 cedis impo, because this was before December 2016. It was around 3 cedis. But we still on TB da. Mahama more number. Mahama nima mamu. Fundamentals ni weak. Now the entire dollar yet 3 cedis at the time was because investors are passing vote of no confidence. O match so muni GDP bia we sekasem. Yeah, but we the benyu anahye nsa. Emfie nwotwe fundamentals man. How far now? Oga, how far with the fundamentals? Dollar now watching us prison. No? I think you what it change. And the dollar kaka krebi na 16 Ghana cedis. Everybody full soon. I want so 4 bread. And maybe bia ya the dollar krebia boy day. Say from podie bubu. President Mahama Breso now pay 1 million CFA, 6,500 ubenyabi. And I just hook it up close to 27,000 cedis. When they burn the I then I won't cano cresa. Why? Number 7. I'm showing you 10 lies peddled by Papa Yotisu Yosi and Tuabamano. Mon first year and Mameno. I'm showing you. So you can't trust him. And once you can't trust him, you can't vote for him to lead this country. Because the also baby and to me we are obesisanano. The Cape Coast Harbour, Cape Coast Airport example are clear. What did he say? Number 7, I say under an MPP Akufo-Addo government, the economy will grow, say no and grow, and there will be jobs and jobs and jobs. Say yeah, but niya beshisho NDC kasemi. Now NDC kasembe nyina buswama edwuma so akosoro buso. Wa wo hwe me. Na edwuma ho sente say. Napkufu mechiamo mo 700 Ghana no mafa wo so me nkroma ntua enne minti bi krada national service personnel omoko strike. National service personnel omo allowance I'm not sure is even up to 2,000 cedis, and so omo lorry fempo omoko strike. That is how broke and bankrupt this man Bawumia has rendered our economy. Nurses omo school 2017 2021 2022, 2023, omutifie edwumani nurses, teachers, omo school tifie. Yamoma try exams, so my national service, no jobs. And the unemployment rate are 8.4%, almost 15%. So economy no can say to grow and create jobs. What do you have video nini? Look at the evidence.
Economy is going to grow and grow and grow, and we will have jobs and jobs and jobs. This is the economy of Nana Addo Akufo-Addo and
This is the economy of Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, where unemployment has increased from 8.4% to almost 15%. National service for Ako strike. What be that? And they were unemployed trained teachers association, unemployed nurses trained nurses association. There is no hope. And this man says Santu Abamani biem. Adengana for your wuri enikoso. Omu ye say. Hwentre ye da we die ono an nkrofo zongo fo because we nkramoni. Na me kra me dim so nkramoni papa be. Because then now or the Bawumi or China or the Timothy, and they say, "I'm not a Christian," and you know Kramuni. But this is what he promised the people of the Zongos. I said, we will build model senior high schools in Zongo communities in each of the 16 regions of the country. Alaji Bawumi on the Kai. Say Zongo or region biya. Into region biya, including our region, whether Ashanti, whether Bono, whether Afro. Or say, every Zongo, Kessia, or near secondary school, Kessia model school, Amazongo for Akobi. And what does he need? MPP will build 16 model senior high school Zongo communities across the country. Bawumia promises. 1st August 2020. Near Kwakotuaba, say ya. 4 years in school, no so we see Bako crack, not even one has been built. Not even one. He promised 16, not even one. And I want to know promise way. Where are the model senior high schools in Zongos? Number 9. Mokai is the way. Bawumia secures $19 billion Chinese loan for Ghana. But in this campaign, it's about trustworthiness, it's about principles, it's about credibility. This was a time Bawumia called China. Obaye Jamboree Kesie Nipa Kosiane Airport. The economic whiskey has hit a jackpot of the $19 billion from China. Where is the evidence? This is the evidence. Ghana were 5th July 2017. $19 billion Chinese aid. Security to get 25,000 houses. Bawumia so wakunya $19 billion. Obe sit down kwa mako 25,000 and other security agencies. Not 2,500. Not a dime 25. Houses a dime kwa 25,000. Bawumia, I am trying to tell you that pay no credit in the noon or your trofo. That is who he is. Where is the 19 billion and where is the 25,000 houses? Na yenya papa bi okromwa IDEC penyipa Dr. Emmanuel Akweti samre no omu fi say nya ade ehren bia na ye good but omu Bawumia atwa omu nice they said wako circle na ye de key soup ayo iPhone no Bawumia defraud omu I said let's applaud Bawumia for securing $19 billion Chinese loan. I said Bawumia ya de yemo yensem mano. So the executive director of the Institute for Democratic Governance, IDEC, Dr. Emmanuel Akweti, has lauded government's ability to secure a $19 billion aid to boost the economy. This is a quotation. The man goes to China for 3 days and brings $19 billion to our economy. Let's give him a round of applause. Round of applause for Bawumia. It is a round of applause for $19 billion away. And that is the same game Frakadama or the Ghana for. You say $19 billion Chinese deal, joint venture, not a loan. Say a joint venture. You see, but what can see a yam or the baby pennies or that the Pangua no crebianim. Number 2 very much say on cannot create. I've given you 10 lies. I've given you the evidence. Well, we are on number 9. Let's go for number 10. Number 10, we are going to stay on this for about 20 minutes because they won't hear. The entire menu is because of number 10. Okay. I will move Ghana from taxation to production. Me banama betete to na me the Ghana fee taxation to production. Yeah, so the fee taxation to production. Na yetua under NDC Mahama Breso no wabete so a mama yewe. Yedi kan. Yenre to nko a Bawumia yedi o maizi kasem nsa as chairman of the economic management team odi agu yenso. Aban ne betela konwa so a first time and omoto VAT mu 5%. Enye ansonwa ye fret to be special import levy. Nemre so 2017 I was in Kaban ni twem. Bawumia train from 2017 to 2019. So tax number 2. 2% special import levy. See, Oma pass act I found act 1004. Sa 2% special import levy. Omo promises omo be twem. And then omo dia to yenso up to 2024. Oto abama omo a obesan so atrima mo atua. Taxation to production man by and also the 5% national fiscal stabilization levy by. Start to another was ended 2017, almost trim to 2019. Sanso Shemra Act 1011 at the code 2024. 2023 and almost almost so my brain. Or my national fiscal stabilization levy 5% now they say here. Almost a sadino, no matter growth and sustainability levy. Pintimamento, the value is the same. You are paying all these taxes without knowing in different ways and forms. And that is why I will be there. I'm watching on a because the Osha will say he will move you from taxation to production or your trophy when in the bush. So, a personal income tax, they reviewed it. The 35% personal income tax on a monthly chargeable income exceeding 10,000 was introduced in August 2018. This was reviewed to 30% on monthly chargeable income exceeding 20,000 in the year 2019. Mokai last vehicle tax. You say MPP Bawumia I also no taxes much or the tax be buyer. Car ni engine bro 1.5 liters via say luxury car, including toilet car between 1,000 cedis to 2,500. Omoje ya twiye moja edru baby isuye demonstration no so moja but omoje. Communication service tax, they increased the rate by 50% from 6% to 9%. 6% to 9%. Communication service tax. Taxation to production for assembly account. When you from 2021 to 2022, 1% COVID-19 levy on the 3% VAT flat rate, and that one, making it 4%. Now, COVID area babe kumia say edwuma so no yasan so timi ededa ne to manfo so ana in the whole world, not just Africa, not just West Africa, the whole world. Ghana nko na de COVID sa yare bone no adane to ato ne manfo so. Malaria eti aba ya no na JJ Rollins de malaria levy ba ya enka ba wo mi ani akufu adon kade no mbeka. Do we have HIV levy or cholera levy or typhoid levy? Why do we have a COVID levy? 1% on VAT. And so how? So National Health Insurance levy so na 2.5%. Yeah, the COVID levy na sans what so and also 3.5. 5% financial sector cleanup recovery levy. Financial institutions are now omo wa wunye mu akebe to me 9 billion na save omo. They spent 25 billion on collapsing them. That is how wicked they were. Tax. It's what account or bank the bank transfers this levy on you. You pay anytime you do any financial service. They transfer it, you pay. Look, 1.5% levy actually about 1%. I hope you are counting the taxes. If you count, you will get more than 50. More than 50. I'm telling you. The man who promised you said Obebuvu from taxation to production. Fuel idea, Juma. Look at the taxes. These were the people are not petrol boarding or the so. The energy sector levy 20 pesos. We a new one. 20 pesos. Every liter. Petrol ni diesel. Anwa kunkuno, fried or kunkuno. Beer 20 pesos. And the 18 pesos energy sector levy at LPG. You will meet Bawumia and his wicked taxes. And the sanitation and pollution levy, they do the baller tax. And can for baller tax. High teen and shoto kakrebia na ensure yirifying because a fee we are engulfed in filth. Even gutters square was about Litimuno or Wintimintin by Utia baller tax. Why would to petrol? Why would to diesel? Why would for car? Or be at Trebi? And so I won't find that there was somebody there. Only Chobanum spelele. Where your new taxes on fuel or commodities, but where your taxes are, net that fuel or so that I won't to I don't say I was thrown to the better so. And also some already on my ear. What fund levy at the airplane? Now you're 40 pesos, and normally I call 48 pesos every liter of diesel and petrol. That's why I find a primary distribution margin. Now you're 4 cedis 50 pesos. No, now you're 4.5 pesos, and now you're 26 pesos. Into Munu, a 477% increase. We are not just talking about a 10% or 20%. 477. How wicked can Bawumia be? That one tax handle on fuel, 477% increase. I'm giving you the facts check. Boss margin, now 3 pesos per liter of diesel and petrol. And then Oma 12 pesos. Percentage in you 200%. Anyone that say petrol gallon present mama breso na 14 cedis no. And then later I want no bread in check for 4 gallon yellow no. and a gallon a 60 cedis, 65 cedis petrol gallon. Nti ade a de faka bia boye den e wodwa so woton ayento ufiri ayentua wodon sa show botomu a enti hwe so. It is because of a modern taxes. I want you to know, look, not even Idi Amin Dada or Mobutu Sese Seko was wicked enough to increase taxes and introduce so many taxes on their people at the same time. And Pranero Mukrana no Mushini Pano no or Manyas Adiwi. Look, full market margin 1 cedi 50 pesos. And nobody are called 9 cedis. 1.5 pesos. There's somebody are called 9 pesos. 500% increase. UPPF. Now 9 pesos. Somebody are called 90 pesos. The entire petrol wire then 900% increase. Abai BNU Agana beto wire setting more the same way. 900% increase in UPPF. Full market margin 500% increase. Boss margin 300%. Primary distribution margin 477%. How wicked can you be? Yet you promise to move us from taxation to production. The same petrol. There will be an energy debt recovery levy. Now you're 41 pesos and then you're 49 pesos. 19.5%. And put the increase in price stabilization recovery levy. Now petrol you're 12 pesos. And then a 33 no, a 16 pesos. The percentage is 33%. Not diesel, no. 1 liter beer, that's so price stabilization recovery levy, no. And also so 10 pesos, somebody about 14 pesos, into mono 40%. When you're 2 menu tria, send a bear, found no bokosra, a buying a bit in your soya and whatever so. Or maybe 2 over 3 billion in price stabilization recovery levies at 3 years. And you may also more year. Which is that Omonfante Petro so no, they are not doing it. And until now, VAT, 2023, 2.5%. In the VAT rate in 15%. Or they get funny NHI on the one over to 20 something. Growth and sustainability levy 5% in the good companies. So when I am a young, Liwe Bekas when I'm a dream one, Mentiasian. Mama Ghana yet den people are struggling in this country. Boys, girls, bet kakra brantie betwa on a football game. Now when you bibi kakra to the bottom zone, a brantie na bra predict obi obedi bet ba ko ne di 100 times. Now one day you like you know to predict score line be di bet kakra. When you spa chacha ball score line or predicting no D, no when you're 1,000 Ghana 500 yeah, but when you say also 10% of it. That is it. Fees and charges or mobile to boom. I can go on and on and on. Shehamame, Ukojomu and Yama Otona, or say in wire deno. In 2023, but we made them ready by Parliament. The friend of the Excise Duty Amendment Act 2023. So Excise Duty Amendment Act 2023 Act 1093 no. And sa no sparkling wine. Let alcohol ni sparkling wine. We are dokodoko nsa. Na eto that's no excise duty near 22.5%. But we had 45%. Not 30, no 45%. Man with the other remote, they meta number. And then you know why? Because by we had the law we call parliament. You know? Excise duty, that's why I had 10%. But we had 20%. Spirit, the producer, the cameraman, you want to hear more how far. Mopo and you miracle, my brain be track a spirits and sun and wedding kakra. Now 25%. And also, but we have to 50% excise duty. We have understand sacra de nya depend to emu taxa eye. What about you fear ni pabenom water, mineral water, aerated water. Na eto on excise duty na 17.5% or they are called 20%. Ensio. Adokodo concern si chire wom ti se coke here da hey. Excise duty 20%. Non-alcoholic beers, beer, alcohol, beer, 20%. Energy drink, energy drink, 20%. Cider beers, 20%. Other non-alcoholic, 20%. All in one law. The taxes are so many. Oh, can't quite know what bread. They say the about 2024, the Odiaba. Non-life insurance. Oh, quack insure, what dying, or car, nedia kikawa, ya the VAT atoso. Ya the VAT ato, say, wow, dine up as a wotong, and I will rent it down ya the VAT atoso, 5%. Textbooks I am offered the best year. I buy away for over 5 years, 6 to 6 years. Only the new syllabus about no textbook. Textbooks are I will for better mankoda, exercise books, newspapers, publications, architectural plans, scientific and technical works, magazines, periodicals, calendar, trade catalog, price list, diary, stationery, to say pen, stapler, taxation to production for, and also some of the VAT at also. Offer plane, domestic air travel, VAT and so. Domestic transportation, offer SRA VAT, offer formula VAT, offer insurance VAT, stamp duty atum, excise duty no, afekwa no matu boom 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 boom. Na de nwa kwa bro so no say obode emusie so eto ato musie so emusie to emissions levy. Enti ene wa wo motu abobo ya pragia okada mahama can do. Wa wo car say emusie free to banko ade say 100 Ghana cedis afibia ne agyew. And a factories no more you produce musie no ye be susu musie na era say musie no do so to 100 era say musie no we dey do so pa to 500 e musie to taxation to production people. And that is why His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has promised say bear tax 10% in ubipem. Boys, this is good news for you. Just say you encourage chacha. No. About 10 BN you person the back to chacha. But betting has become a refuge for young people who are totally hopeless because they do many hope. It is over to make your boy tenya bibi kakre diabo akoma a ye chance obakwa kobo krono. Twa bet nya bibi kakra nya ho na bawumia wo don se kwa kwhye agene tax. Na wa be ka chese me ba me twam. Wo betwam atwa nune because una economy ni shawonsa. Akufu ado so tie uche nipa bia because no was e be sikasem a omo number. And you know, buy it will be twem. Yes, President Mahama, you beat me and the will be twem. Because we cut taxation to production. You have moved us from taxation to more taxation and more taxation. You can't be trusted. Mahama this is good news for you. Mahama say levy will be twem. But we mere copy he cannot be trusted because onyano kwafo. Nancy Ramahama, apart from Ilevi, Ushia Ebedifo, Kubata, ye from Buguta. Or the assembly to be about ports, taxes, but we mean two mamma donswa. Ama nyama boya den dende or ports. Na ebiumusu bibia boya den. We are not shebo about those levies.
A person imported a car, and I was just looking at the charges. This is it's a 2023 Lexus. These are the charges. 20% import duty. Then after that, import VAT. Then processing fee. Then ECOWAS levy. Then vehicle examination fee, then network charges, then network charge VAT, then network charge COVID. Oh, I'm shocked. Then Ghana Shippers Authority, then import NHIL, then network charge NHIL, then GHS disinfection fee. Then MOTI, import declaration fee. Special Import Levy, Ghana Export-Import Bank Levy, Ghana Education Trust Fund, Ghana Education Trust Fund Network Charge, African Union Import Levy, then COVID Health Recovery Levy, then certification, then IRS. You know, there is overage penalty by 0 because it's a new car. But if it was an overage car, it means it will be 23. You know.
One car will be the Abagana Wui. And what one 23? In which country do you see this? And then man kasaba be about or position or kind about port duties. Anyhow, he said or better port duties so be you bet me competing with Togo, ne be keka Nina nada, Nina frakadam. Into ne the duty of a car brought me a danger and sika the talk car. Go and check. Cooler duty at the same. Go and check. Even cars and getting go and check. But there is good news. The nation builder, that honest visionary leader, that experienced leader, why you be that? Oh yeah, I am boafwa, you be to me a genedino. Washable. Set to one be biafao. Shwe mame.
Some of the levies and other things, what I said, anything I can say, the charges at the ports and some of the illegal fees, so we'll work together on that.
Mepacho, this is President Mahama addressing traders. Say port levies, fees, bibina, equal on your mobile eduma. Na bibiri way here superfluous ni yin fuel na bia for wen ha omo ko bia for wen ha omo ya ye koto ebedi ne so ye so ye ho be hen producer by popular request bo tape ni bim.
Some of the levies and other things, what I said, anything I can say, the charges at the ports and some of the illegal fees, so we'll work together on that.
So work together, we will take some of it out. Those are the words of the nation builder John Mahama, the man you can trust. And I'm going to show you why you can trust Mahama. I believe they say we are not called for. Even if you are an MPP member, if you are bonte and I want to menyadre, if you are bonte na obedi matembe, one kasa o conscience will tibua. And you say one kasa. In your loneliness, you will agree with our verdict that this man here, Alhaji Mahamudu Bawumia, or your trofo, or your dadafo, or your kuntumpuni, your jinidia, in ye. And for that matter, Boshe there one and someone can see a walk cano, yatia bre, will be see a swap, and go a shame man. Yem man and nada ye beam the third time. This is just part one of exposing the dishonesty of the liar, the pathological, chronic liar, Alhaji Mahamudu Bawumia. There will be part two. And if you're mame, ye bape, but the less we forget, no, bro, near the NDC and you know, at Waso. Sharp, 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 sharp.
Let me be clear. I am utterly appalled and disappointed by the unprecedented unemployment rate we're seeing today. Perhaps if the government had not jettisoned the 40-year National Development Plan, which was developed by the NDC during my presidency, they would have adopted and implemented my 24-hour economy initiative, which was contained in that document. And that would have saved Ghanaians from these levels of unprecedented unemployment. But as the saying goes, elections
yes, so this is lest we forget, And today, unless we forget, we are talking about Mahama, the nation builder. I want you to know the entire Kasa Mahama, a nation builder. Nation builder, Chese. Chese, we will be a impuntu dana kumaso. We will be a or Jonesha Kain. He's visionary. Or when this what do or when she share pa. Your man, a Quenya Manasumo May as president, impuntu. The assay of fire in the year. And Yemani did that in all sectors we saw. And I have this short video documentary put together in 2020 as part of the 2020 election. It's called John Mahama, the Nation Builder. Even though say a 2020 video, no, it is still very relevant for today. So don't pay attention to the fact that it is 2020. Just watch this video because it is very relevant for the 2024 election. Yaba, I will talk to you about some of the things John Mahama, the nation builder. And the health sector, the one who didn't tear, indeed, John Mahama is a nation builder you can trust.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the nation builder. A nation builder is one with vision, a planner, and a master tactician. Here is a man with a team that understands that the implementation of free senior higher education, for example, requires adequate infrastructure in order not to destabilize an already working quality educational system. This is a man with a team that negotiates deals in a holistic manner, like the Tema Port Expansion Project that concluded with the construction of the Tema Motorway Interchange for ease of transport of goods. This is a nation builder, one who makes judicious use of resources at his disposal. There are several infrastructure projects in various sectors of the economy accounted for under John Mahama's 4 years of governance. This nation builder is trustworthy, one who is faithful to his promise. John Mahama promised to end Dumso, and truly he did, leaving the nation with excess megawatts of power at the end of his first term in office. This nation builder is a unifier. John Mahama's leadership transcends ethnicity, family, and friends. One whose message resonates with the upper class right through to the grassroots of our society. Same can be said about his communication prowess. It's unrivaled. This year's elections will be about track record. Second is trust. The writings are clear on the wall. The records never lie. Fellow Ghanaians, the choice is ours to make. Fellow Ghanaians, presenting John Dramani Mahama.
Yes, so that was Mahama, the nation builder. Pictures Samuhuya ne Echeguno. Hospitals, schools, power plants, factories, and yema bebre stadia, eja, usisi in just 4 years. Eto de be so 4 years pe. We are gonna say druno. Dia na Mahama be. Oh, ntimuji tum se masa Ghana pa on. Well, I have news for you. If 4 years is enough for Bawumia and Akufo-Addo to destroy Ghana, then 4 years is enough for John Mahama to rebuild Ghana. Because in Yuma power, airports, schools, hospitals, acquiring interchanges, Emma Ghana beye krabehe edi sika edi adwuma baye no in a short period of time, despite the challenges we faced. In 4 years. And now, even more experienced than he was then. No? He will do more, far more than he accomplished in those 4 years. And I want to show you, say Mahama and Bawumia, they are not the same. Bako yo trufo osia onyo. Bako yo nokwafo osia oyo. And I want to show you some of the things President Mahama promised and indeed did in the health sector. There is a 717-bed University of Ghana Medical Center, Accra. It is the best hospital in Ghana. University of Ghana, Legon campus, and Kraiha. President Mahama built it. Jumedian President Mills Nefitiasi, Emrana President Mahama, Eye Nabediache. And it's a shortcut, sometime in March 2011. Parliament, in fact, Cabinet, Emma approval, also in 2011. Then, 2011, by June, July, Parliament approved the loan. Some meaning no man penny mills ne yo man penny. Na bedi echira oboano. Ama implemented sign is wadi huno. Na President Mahama, Samren Vice President Mahama. He was the chairman of the economic management team. Enti project no ho besia ne hu sika semi nyina no. Onna na ehye ne sa obo man penny mills. Ma mo ye sankrata semino the cabinet approval, the parliamentary approval of the loan and the ekeka ho. But by the time yes, signed the agreement for the hospital. Many don't know the agreement was signed in August 2012, and that time President Mahama was in charge. Kopem said contractor called sites 2013 under President Mahama by. And the hospital no na also from Krinkri to Kankai, the construction. Not only the signing of the contract, but the construction. It was the parliamentary cabinet approval shortcutting a C under NDC 1, Mills Mahama. But the actual construction, all under the Mahama government. Shema Yisiye. Ho enene. Omo legon omusia nursing, doctors, health professionals. Hona omoje enchreche. And see, they have successfully done about 5 kidney transplants. In people get there and they ask, is this Ghana? Because indeed, even United States of America, baby hospitals in Nusa Hospital. It's a quaternary hospital, the best hospital in the whole of West Africa. And this in the President Mahama and the maybe today matters MPP for Kazu and your mama and the C and Atamils. Now Atamils or MPP ni. The Atamils the C if I'm obeying. Atamils I when you baby koye papa. Na be dey train the President Mahama. President Mahama dey want to say Bawumia na eyema Akufuado dia the best friend ne Bawumia. Baby enko ye dia Bawumia say me nim the cry Pontius Pilate. Me count me. When somebody is your vice or your boss as president, only know you are inseparable because I one take it near to Abamamo. And until as a president, then you are vice president, agent and then acting as president. So when Atamils was president, John Mahama became acting president several times. Same for Bawumia. So the vice president shares in the successes of the president and in the failings of the president. You can't separate it unless you resign. It is Atamils it means John Mahama did it. That is what it means. But I've explained where it started from. The shortcutting, March 2011, the cabinet and parliamentary approval, June, July 2011. President Mahama was vice. The signing of the contract under President Mahama. The construction, it was almost 100% complete. You commissioned in January 2017. President Mahama did all that. And so when we say it is his legacy, and this is it. The name hospital, the name city, UGMC na any hospital, let us say hotel. Because they don't get these facilities. Then, apart from UGMC, the Visionary Nation Builder Belt, or can say Accra, capital, may Ankara regional hospital, a share region in Puenimunyam. Greater Accra, you won't believe it. In the regional hospital, you won't believe it. In the regional hospital, I what it now practically saying. And I'm a catcher, Mr. Mahama, or Fadia say, no, I any year. That is why we call him the nation builder. He builds, but Wumia in Akufuado destroys. Look at the when this one there. When this one there. Rage Hospital, 420 bed. And I'm just showing you the exterior. Hotel. Messi Hotel. A hospital as a hotel. 5-star. Look at it. And I will call Islama Mintifia Pa East Bolegatanga. You see brand new 386 bed Upper East Regional Hospital. Maybe when before that would matter. Most of them come with the regional hospital, quaternary hospital. Show us your Ridge Hospital. Show us your University of Ghana Medical Center. Show us your Upper East Regional Hospital. Show us. This election is about issues. It's about trust. It's about proving track record. And you're and Upper East, the big hospital. There's an aerial view. So I'm Papa. We took these pictures in 2016 before we left office. Huge. Then Tamale Teaching Hospital phase 2. President Mahama did it. 400 bed. Increasing Tamale Teaching Hospital to 800 bed. Because phase 1 was 400 and we added 400 beds for the people of the north. And you can see that here. This picture was taken in the evening, so it's not too clear. If you go on the internet, you see more. Now, hospital, papa, your friend of the Bang Hospital. You are born coronavirus by and on a Ghana. MPP ministers now mudi papaya terminal. Almost only Mamamuno, including the then Minister of Health, Ajimamanu. Corona che or more no more Jomo Enyano. Utukoya Enye Koya to airport anymore. Dimiko Bruchi Hospital. Omope Hospital, Papa Kono. Manko Kufuado Hospital, Manko Bawumia Hospital, because of Mundibi, they went to the Bang Hospital, built by the Bank of Ghana under the able leadership of the then President, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, the nation builder. The Bang Hospital, what was it? John Mahama, and this was the fair, or a guy, the hospital. Yeah, Mahama, go to hospital, let's say, her hospital, the Bang Hospital, and if in the Siwasana, her hospital, the Bang Hospital. Then, this is in cantonments here, Accra, 130 bed Ghana Maritime Authority Hospital. We also certificate President Mills Abreso, President Mahama came and continued it. Hospital Kesiapa. Na Pampa Munina Hospital, no, ya wo baby a plane, aeroplane, ATBC one Pampa me has an you can say a helipad and Muhunhano. This is the Ghana Maritime Hospital. Then 104 bed police hospital expansion. We expanded it by adding 104 bed hospital work that any train yen kama. And also some this was 2016 when we were about to leave office. And I will quite see the same President John Dramani Mahama who said Ghana 1 military hospital. I'm talking about the nation builder John Mahama, which is the 37 military hospital. And who say Ashanti region, not just for the people of Ashanti. Ashanti for too many projects, but they don't vote for you. NDC, whether you vote for us or not, it doesn't matter. Your mama near Kufuado no waka say a kumfi for man to abama minti me twemaso. Ana wona for man to abama minti se nsu agiri afa monyema me mfa ho. Nsu ono wan kasa share that man nkofo bie e de sese nipa nyema. President Mahama is not like that. But these things were done in Ashanti because they are central for the northern sector. All the regions, Bono, Ahafo, and even the northern region can access them. 250 bed, Wafari. Upper West, 160 bed. These are Eurojust projects. Yes, Kofor signed agreements, got cabinet and parliamentary approval. Besikana, Omokan Somoko Pena, Ama. President Mills, President Mahama, and August 2012, through a partnership between Absa Bank in SA and a Barclays Bank PLC, a PCK, and the years are Eurojust projects, including Upper West Regional Hospital. President Mahama Koloni Series, So afaridie medical ka ho asem. The same thing. Apart from that, 7 district hospital Dodowa, Fomena, Kumawu, Abetifi, 120 bed. This is our district hospitals. NPP can't tell you. Dodowa you see we in 4 years many pakom. Omo mabo besiacha benbia wagana bakosemu. Ajeje taxes acha benbia. Enya all you sikacha benbia. They can't show you one district hospital they started and finished. Okomo agenda 111. 111 no more can somebody afe ba kuni be sin fie saying. He said you almost be 2026 and tronko you can't trust them because sikano omedi ni nyina. So this is Kumawu Hospital, you see. Hospital no kwa obesi area umumie no kwa no na dani asem. UGMC for 1 year no moku. Omuzo umumie. The same thing. They abandoned these projects for years. Okwa betifia, omaja to wama hospital na sese. It is there. The Kwai 120 bed hospital. District hospital Stepa in Soko Konongo Salaga Chifi Praso Medina. The 100 hospital. John Mahama took the loan for all these things. And Sakura and President Mahama was also Jebusia 89 million euros for the construction of 85 bed district hospitals at Bupe, Tolon, Sola, Sobenya, Wita, and Kekano. So I can go on and on. This is just part 1 of his achievements. I don't want to spend too much time. But what am I communicating to you? What I'm communicating to you. And I say, in Penyufom Yenua, Omujina Yenim say Yantua Bama Womono. Bako, Ujini Di because Onyano Kwafo. Shebwa Wuniso. Are there any white or say a black or say a white or your trofo? That is Alaji Bawumia. President Mahama on Tessa. And that is why you can't associate lies with President Mahama. He thinks ahead. Or where are they here or minor? Yemma and Chilima. And invest in that. And those things no kwa one fan ko ujama o minor. Say the beya MPP NDC Ghana Funyana. Ibenya so fa so ne afaya into my pefra. That is why I've showed you a few, just a few. Polyclinics, health centers, chip compounds, can't want them. District hospitals, BBUR, you see, I jumped. And we will get another time and talk about part 2 of Mahama's achievements, the nation builder's achievements in the health sector. In the hand, lest we forget in ABC. And I believe, say, you watching, you agree with me. Say, it will be the Ghana Shannon 2024 and beyond, 2025 and beyond. It is none other than the nation builder. Yen will be a wayebida. Yen mani nyuma pa. En kasamano. Nen for me shenesa. And President Mahama will not let us down. Ye ko NDC and use segments. If free NDC and use segments in the BAPE, I'm going to talk to you about the 24-hour economy in the next few minutes. I will and Sunday the Neju Medino. Abaye. Shwe ma misisi me basisi.
Let me be clear. I am utterly appalled and disappointed by the unprecedented unemployment rate we're seeing today. Perhaps if the government had not jettisoned the 40-year National Development Plan, which was developed by the NDPC during my presidency, they would have adopted and implemented my 24-hour economy initiative, which was contained in that document. And that would have saved Ghanaians from these levels of unprecedented unemployment. But as the saying goes, elections come with consequences. The stark reality is that the current 8-hour working system is inadequate to create the production, productivity, and well-paying jobs required for the revival of Ghana's currently bankrupt economy. It is also inadequate to produce enough goods and services for export. My young people, extraordinary times require extraordinary interventions for extraordinary results. The 24-hour economy initiative is the answer for now and the future. It will create an enabling environment with deliberate policies for business, companies and government institutions to operate 24/7 in a 3-8-hour shift system. In addition to the traditional 8-hour system, the 2 additional work shifts that my administration will introduce will double and sometimes triple or quadruple the number of jobs that participate in public and private entities that we currently have. This is the 24-hour economy optimization strategy, giving more to society, providing efficient service delivery, and generating decent and well-paying jobs. The benefits of this system will include, but not limited to, 24-hour port and harbor services, 24-hour customs services, 24-hour DVLA services, 24-hour agro-processing factories, 24-hour manufacturing industries, 24-hour construction companies, 24-hour diversified sanitation and waste management services, 24-hour financial institutions, 24-hour healthcare services, not just emergency care, 24-hour community pharmacy care, 24-hour tourism, creative arts, and entertainment industry services, and 24-hour retail centers, and more and more and more. As has already been estimated, the Ghana Police Service alone, at its present capacity, will require nearly 25,000 new and additional personnel to manage the 24-hour economy's additional working shifts. And keep in mind that the police service, as it stands now, even without the 24-hour economic initiative, already requires additional staff and motivation to meet the optimum police-to-population ratio. We'll adopt a multi-stakeholder approach because the beneficiaries of the 24-hour economy are diverse: unemployed youth, including unemployed graduates, farmers, traders, small and medium-scale businesses, students who need vacation jobs, and the underemployed. No one will be left out. I'm determined to provide the necessary incentives such as favorable tax measures, cheaper and reliable power, financial support through the Ghana Exim Bank, oil revenue, and the National Women's Bank, which we will establish to soften the ground for both public and private participants who sign up to the 24-hour economy initiative in order to have a smooth takeoff.
That was the nation builder, President Mahama, explaining to you, in summary, the cracks of the 24-hour economy policy. This is just a 4-minute video. The MAN said, "Well, Potokasa, Ubi, I want to Potokasa, Seno, Ibiana went to be Antiase, and Untinami way." To just break it down in the Cree language, so that one Potokasa and Senobi to be Antiase. This 24-hour economy is what is going to change Ghana. We never Ghana ye krabewe, because we need a jumapa eba Ghana, not a jumabia keke, a jumapa. I ni munya moho aketua pada ho. We never Ghana economy na nyina ye kese na ye ka bu kama fa yeso ayentimi ntua no yetimi atua. So let me just use a few minutes to summarize to you what President Mahama is talking about. Yedika di nkomo we da we don't know where rekopoku. Ba mpenisi abaso ba na meja pai. Eno ti ene ye besanso aka biem. Because omo a omo tumfutrogu amanfo ani on 24-hour economy no. So munya ya, we will also we will not stop, never preaching the gospel of the 24-hour economy according to John Dramani Mahama. So you got 24-hour economy. What are we talking about? A very, very simple. A deliberate policy. Yura Mahama ede bagana. Se ode echishie guakwemu. Na ankwankwe nyuma. Whether businesses or companies. Any aban nyuma binom. Etimya ye adwuma 24/7. Omodwuma no be 24/7. because 24 hours are onyamedia dom ye dakro bia no omo be chemu miensa do hwene nwotwe nti obi kwa adwuma no pa no nwotwe a ye adwuma do hwene nwotwe no wapo anwumre no nan no obi akwa adwuma no nan wa ye adwuma no do hwene nwotwe no wapo 12 am no obi so akọ 12 am wa ye adwuma do hwene nwotwe wapo anopa 8 am sa so human beings omo ye adwuma no benya ahome benya braje ahome menya brada. But the businesses and the economy will never sleep. They will work 24/7. This is it. Very, very simple. 24-hour economy no. That certain businesses, certain companies, certain government institutions will be supported by the government to run 24/7. Mame mo to fama it say what's this robo bra we teacher ni. So me yetu aka 2000 cedis. What dey ahwe won adu baby. But they do baby no. Afa akohwibra kakra sebi. Etu uji sika na wo de aye masem. Na de akotena choba, wo de akotena bia ba, na de atwa wanim spelele. Ti se obi a menim no. Eni na watwe na sika na hye. Enti age se wo kɔbɔ besia. Ebi another 3000. Wo kɔgye besia no so na wo di asɛ no. Enti wabɔ brabɔni akohwibreya fokubreya wabɔ masesebie wabɔ asesa ɛka yɛ den amene wo ogi wakatua na wontimi mfa ntua woka ogi yɛ ɛkɔka ka no so kora wontimi ntua mu 1% mpu ɛna watena se adwen wudin sɛ sɛ metena ho de message me demri fam sɛ mɛyɛ adwuma 8 hours pa na magye me bosomi akatua 2000 as a teacher. Enti mi nsome ne me mane me yere no ye didie de ye be hye de ye be no mpo na kampesa etinye tua me ka ama me fi ohia ne yekam eno nti me nya akwadworo me ye adwuma den instead of working 8 hours no me ye adwuma ne bia ka ho se ne be ya me sika be doso na metime tua me ho ka na me mma me yere muso anya ebra papa bi etimi abo abusianfo so bi kasa wakabone ana. Just ask yourself this. This is what the 24-hour economy is about. Because Ghana any say teacher ni no wakobo brabone ameka mene no all because ye the omine sheba wumiansa wabe bobusia meka mene omine no. And therefore say ne President Mahama say Ghana yenye adwuma 8 hours pa. Da ben dan ye betumi enye sika tua ye keya ye ntumi ntuai. Aye na ye pa chew say yentu omo aye de won ka no omo ntu ka ne hye nimu carry forward na nchiri ma metua. Da ben ye betumi create enuma ama memo ane maba wa omani atutu aka wonsem omu nya adwuma. So the unemployment is so high. Almost 15% from 8% under Mahama. And because of that, national security say so this is a serious issue. And that is why President Mahama says we can't do the same things and expect different results. Extraordinary circumstances, extraordinary times require extraordinary interventions for extraordinary results. And until 8 hours Ghana yedi ye adwuma no yensesa no onyame aboye wa ma 24 hours abode mu nyanza pefo say ubetumi ada 8 hours at the 16 hours aka ye adwuma. Why do we work only 8 hours? It's obeye 24-hour economy. Businesses, companies, state institutions binuma beba be chirichiru mu omo ye adwuma 24/7. Enti adwuma na ho ye no ubetumi aye mienu instead of one na we sika akosoro. Adwuma na unya bi nya because 8 hours but say we be nya bi aye because e be chiche mu miensa kwaku kwa no pa na ya wo awia na amaso kwa anadwo we nya adwuma no pa be nya adwuma anadwo. That is what the 24-hour economy is all about. Now obi ka say I mean, why do we need a 24-hour economy? That is what I've explained to you. 24-hour economy na policy here they solve so many problems at a time. Because they say Ghana ye come in The only way we can get out of it and go back on the capital market, and they say your GDP, you seek a certain debate to be in Yakese. Said the way out the Yakana to 2 years, Sika one, Yakana Beka Krebi. Because then what the Yaka to 2 years, Sika one, you seek to be into Yaka, and until I am bankrupt. But as the 24-hour economy is rolled out, now more businesses are operating for more hours and producing more. Production is going up. The GDP, gross domestic product, and Yama Ghana produce no, you're wet and also costro. It's about what the Yakana to 2 year wet and one Beka Krebi. I feel you're capable of seeing with my baby. I feel you must want any one 24-hour economy, dear Jumeba. Sikai Binuano. I need more revenue because there is more production and more productivity. There is efficiency. So that these are the benefits of 24-hour economy. Baby. Now, I told you, say, what are the sectors? President Mahama Bobomao. I mean, in the tape of a boy, this is the manner. What damn asono daye. Say on for 24-hour economy, bra. We will have 24-hour passport services. We will have 24-hour post and harbor services. We will have 24-hour custom services, 24-hour DVLA services. We need a Benjuma. But they won't hear yet, per passports, Ghana ni supposed to mean Siana Wunyabi. Minimum will apply for passport this year. Since January, be seen in the Sankan passports. Would you bribe still Emma? Because even though you can apply for the passport on your phone, thanks to John Mahama or the online passport application, not by Wumi Awucha a Hontro. The processing of the passport not check. NT and Mahama passport office, Ebibieno Anopa, just like we are doing now, 8 to 5. And now 4. Sa batch ne pon another batch beba for another 8 hours. Sa batch ne pon another batch beba. The same for ports. I want it me bo peso amount for peso mu to be yi. No money risika, then you pay jet drives your connection. No. Let's give citizens better services. The demand is there. The pressure and traffic is there. President Mahama said the post too, the same thing. What this means, they say, send you my coin, say the passport office war, you my 400,000, 24-hour economy, me nu beka ho, into your 300,000. The same for ports, the same for customs, the same for DVLA. Into a human formally no cost times 2, times 3, times 4. And because these people are engaged in productive work, the state will benefit. The more passport application they process, the more revenue Ghana gets. The more goods we clear at the port, the more revenue. It will be say, oh now for who be better to your moka. A human or more who seek a banana debate your moka. That is it. That is what we mean by 24-hour economy. Eba be buambe eduma buso. Na economy na ba womiani ekufu adwase no. Afa entomapa efra. Na the decran say apart from the public sector, private sector also can be. Enti agro processing factories, manufacturing industries, construction companies. Ama contractor pa won koye kwan ba ko. Oye ni 8 hours enti no ti media femiensa. Na kwan no kwetutu say amanfo person mo yusu kwa no ntumi yusu no mine bon woka. Ye tua ho interest on delayed payment. They say President Mahama see a major project say yesuku say ye kwan construction. We are 24/7 because abino ebema umwe bi mebo so nti adwuma 400 laborers say welders for na wofa, carpenters for na wofa, mason for na wofa, omo be consume na wofa no mo miensa nti adwuma ne bebu so na kwan no watumi aye ne ntem ama oman na nya so mfa so. They are all here in toast processing into tin tomatoes, the same thing. Or yano miensa 8 hours. 3 batches of workers so that they can produce more. Agana yankasa yetimi di what we grow and process. Foreign exchange. That is what the 24-hour economy is about, to increase production, productivity, revenue, and more importantly, create sustainable jobs. In the financial institutions, Bola Okwabucha is Sananajo, President Mahama, the same thing, 24 hours, no break. community farmer care, healthcare services, tourism, retail centers. He has spoken about all of them will run 24/7. Now, the end, the Crown said there will not be any limit to the sectors that have benefited from the 24-hour economy policy. It is more about these private companies. The kind ahobambo security. What video no tie ni ya President Mahama ka say ye the private security a police for the carbon. Na campaign a wo ye adwuma 24/7 bia ne ama na ahobambo. Ka ahobambo ni wa 24-hour economy enye ye. And the police for nko they need new police officers 25,000. Abranti where we school SS uti onya adwuma anya ope police vote for Mahama. Na 24-hour economy ni mra na police ni bi ko. Apart from that, private security companies are now obey adwuma ni nyina no. Obo so be fa nipa bebre. Enti adwuma wo operate 24/7 bia no. Security for who aye bon ho ban. On the streets they are there. At your workplace they are there. Bia bitumi akọ adwuma a onsuru hwe. Umpewe na pede be. Then tax incentives to our businesses nitua. My ready to natural. How can any business survive in this environment? The last time, businesses in free Ghana because of high taxes. Unilever for Big Pen, Glovu, which is a lot of businesses leaving Ghana to Cote d'Ivoire and our surrounding neighbors, our neighboring countries. Because taxes need also. President Mahama said, if you want investments to come, you want people to invest, businesses to thrive, then reduce our cost of production, cost of doing business. Not so. Back on the same two no yebete so. Back on the same Kenya buono. One of the huge overhead costs on President Mahama so better so. Remember special meter who year you man ajoa a tell kitu as compared to what we hear you maybe. Inti obisi o any my phone because I want to Kenya boy for the meter is calibrated to read 24/7. So if you are not working during the day and consuming meter and it will not read as it ought to read. You can't beat the system, and that is why there will be a 24-hour economy secretariat. There will be regulation, so people will not be able to take advantage. Now the end the Quran say, President Mahama say, we'll give them financing support. Now you see, there are a lot of things to talk about under the 24-hour economy. And the main thing they will call baby here me pa. Sammy Gyemfi betumi Canada on the 24-hour economy. President Mahama betumi Canada. Sometimes MPP for say, oh, NDC communicators in Tinchrin. To be hunona communicator ba could be. I manage over 1,000 of communicators. And you know, no human institution is perfect. So it's possible to get a communicator there. On a particular day, I want to prepare call radio so TV to papa so it happens. And on stress the 24-hour economy is not doable, it's not a good policy. And then I make say about 24-hour economy now. Omuncha me video name go to Facebook and trade me. And then I President Mahama say about 24-hour economy. Omuncha video name go to Facebook and trade me so unti. Ask yourself that. And then I 24-hour economy. They are not able to share those videos to ridicule the policy because they know that the explanation is there. We've provided it. So, policy nibi. Ubi sa mo say, mo policy amodi be create adwuma we here. Omo say, mo first year na me. That is their policy. They don't have any policy to create jobs. Omo dey say NDC for ntimi nchiro policy. Where is yours? But I want to let you know the verdicts of impending fu a omo nim die enyuma yokuo a omo nye NDC omo nye MPP omo nyina omo dwen Mahama 24-hour economy ne ho. I want you to see what these neutrals are saying about the 24-hour economy policy. Number one, TUC, Trade Union Congress. Ghana adwumayofo nyina ku bad time. Ghana adwumayofo nyina MPP NDC fo nyina ka ho. This is their verdict. Or say it is a great idea. TUC boss says Mahama 24-hour economy could be the game changer, charges youths to get ready for jobs. This man is not a politician. Only economists, any meduma wasem, MPP serial callers, the social media communicators now, or more casa pan, onim che or more 100 times. Say, Kasama Ganda Jumayafo, say this is a game changer. Produce a video ni mae, no more no more.
We are also very interested and we are eager to know a lot more about his great idea of a 24-hour economy. I think this one, you have to take your time. Because I can imagine the amount of jobs that this kind of thing will create. That could be the game changer. I'm telling you that you have opportunities in this country. We work 24 hours, 3 shifts. So if you don't get a job in the morning, you can get it in the afternoon or in the night. So where are the young people? Get ready for jobs.
Where are the young people? Get ready for jobs. This is the TUC General Secretary speaking for the workers of Ghana. Listen to the experts. Listen to the experts. Okay, yenko ti ebedifo so. Ebedifo wo Ghana nyina wuku. Ye from Ghana Union of Traders Association, GUTA. Omoso so asemo makeni. GUTA president endorses Mohammed's 24-hour economy. Ebi ana wunyini. Your friend Dr. Joseph Obey, the president of GUTA, has backed the 24-hour economy policy proposed by John Mahama. Dr. Mua and the Kasama Ebedifo. Video ni mamisisi.
And Your Excellency, let me give you one thing about your 24-hour economy. I think we had a program at School of Mass Communication. It was live. And I've actually thank you for this. At that time, people were just opposing. I said, no. If even you say that it is already there, there's nothing wrong for us to enhance it. And there's more that we can do in the night. There's more that we can do in the night. There are so many things that are creating nuisance in the afternoon. A lot of them. That's when you go to Opera Square, when you go to Kantamanto, when you go to Okaishi, in the afternoon where people are shuttling around, that's where we are offloading our goods. And so it made the place very congested and can. So, Your Excellency, let's think about the things that create nuisance in the day and put them in the night. So, it shouldn't be difficult for us to say that when you are clearing your goods within the weekdays where market is going on, unless maybe it is Sunday.
This is the president of the Ghana Union of Traders Association, Dr. Joseph Obeng, Doctor. What do you think about it? About the 24-hour economy policy. Many sure as a political party be the policy about Ghana, neutrals, TUC, GUTA, all of them applauding that this is a good policy. We in Ghana everywhere. If you are still not convinced, let me show you more. This is Institute of Energy, Institute of Economic Affairs, IE. Dr. John Kwache, the Director of Research. We muna o the policy bi ba omo wonim di omo ye hwehwemu se policy ne ye papa na nye papa. Hana na ji mensa ye adwuma. Muntie di okan. Was a 24-hour economy apt for a country with high unemployment. Was a 24-hour economy. And ya dear pa Ghana o manye adwuma nim no ye. This is the IE, Institute of Economic Affairs, not MPP, not Sammy Gyemfi. I've shown you TUC, I've shown you GUTA, I've shown you IE, I'll show you more. Federation of Labor. Labor unions, Ghana, Debre, Omukubatani, Federation of Labor. The story says Federation of Labor supports 24/7 economy proposal. This is Federation of Labor. And on that chain, labor unions applaud Mohammed's 24-hour economy policy. More than Ghana published it. It is here. I'm giving you the evidence. Me too actually see. You can go and check Federation of Labor Aye, Guta, the TUC, all of them will be as a year. Education for students in the National Union of Ghana Students. Ekubata e wo ma education for Ghana nyina. Listen to their verdicts. Guta, NUCS, emphasis on NUCS. Students e wo Ghana nyina. NPP, NDC for nyina kan bi. NUCS endorse Mahama's 24-hour economy policy. Graphic online. December 5th, 2023. Evidence in it. Maybe Omo Makasa nyina no kra you are not convinced. Impenyisi bobo chichi. Ofinsu ase be ka trust odanche mawu aye ni nechinye. Obia ni wa NDC ne joma amasem chen MPP ni. One of them oboye chipa oyene swafo hwe omeyayare hwe ne yayare sabia apomudi hunsem so Minister for Health Dr. Bernard Okuboy Oni Bobo type papa on akasa about 24-hour economy. 24-hour economy. I am not the kind who will say it is not possible. What? Wait a minute. 24-hour economy. I am not the kind who will say it is not possible. Dr. Okuboy. I said, maybe they mean to say it is not possible because it is possible. MPP knew. Someone with MPP for no the mugu one would. It will mole for no. Mole for no. The NDC baby almost saying but Dr. for no woman saying no. We dear. Adie no cry back. President Mahama we beat here. This is a good policy for Ghana. Maybe if we say Ghana web for the year Okuboyanka. Well, producer, play the video and let everybody see it.
I'm not a kind who will say that a policy is not possible. No, I don't work in that realm. Everything that you think of is possible. Manche, 24-hour economy has existed in some form, percentage. Maybe let's say it's 1%. Anybody who says we can take it to 2% is not dreaming, it's possible. But it is the details that will show how fast we move. And for me, let me make it. So it's not a bad idea.
I know we don't have time, but this is the Minister of Health.
I'm not a kind who will say that a policy is not possible. No, I don't work in that realm. Everything that you think of is possible. Manche, 24-hour economy has existed in some form, percentage. Maybe let's say it's 1%. Anybody who says we can take it to 2% is not dreaming, it's possible. But it is the details that will show how fast we move. And for me, let me make it. So it's not a bad idea.
All right, so that is Dr. Okuboy. Need I say more? No, may have a walk around cabin camp. MPP ni. So, also, Unyamisi, Yen Yema, Unyamena Kind also. Or more yen no. Kaba Kwakuma. Say, Masakano Cray, the end of Boagana, Ka, Mahama, the dear de Paba. So on the APF P. So because it's possible, boy, possible. So I didn't know what crowd, yeah, young and kitten, beat me, I had a cashier. It is possible. That is what Okuboy said. You can go and watch the full video. This is another MP. We didn't know correct into what to abetiano. MPP. Nipe bien wa MPP mwa okano crowd, they will continue to vote for you. Dr. Desen Adomaku Kisi MP for Nyaso too. I say MP praises Mahama NDC for 24-hour economy proposal. I'm ready to be video next time I watch or Metro TV or Bob President Mahama Basosa, and that is why they voted against him. Now this is CPP. And now we're joining the Great Alliance with Alan Chairman, Dr. Abu Sakara on NDC ni. Omo ami o manu di semche wuni na no. Omo NDC for either MPP for and neutrals. Ne dia keka ho doctors. I don't see anything wrong with 24-hour economy policy, Dr. Abu Sakara. Now when I am at Deno, Alan Kojo Chairman, this is the manner MPP for Kofano. Manabeye one district, one factory, Mawomo. He was Minister for Trade for I think more than 6 years, if I'm not mistaken. Alan Chairman says you lack understanding in politics. Alan Jazba Umia, critics of Mahama 24-hour economy. I said, where Dama or Kasem ni will Pikasem, it may be said it's a video no now who the Alan Chairman about Mahama's visionary, revolutionary 24-hour economy policy. Shall we marry?
Mahama, Obeka said, already Oba,
or the 24-hour economy, yes, sir. So, Kasa on Carboni, Obi Abekase, 24-hour economy, no, and ya the papa, no, next or no anti politics, I say.
This is Alan Koju Chemante. I've shown you what Afrafrantoaka or Sonofo CAE, Afrafranto CAE, Alliance for Abusakara, Dr. Abusakara or CAE, TUC for say Ebeboa game changer, Guta for say Papa, students CAE, Institute for Economic Affairs. Intisad PP, serial caller na social communicator no, among 200 Ghana, 300 Ghana data. Oh no, they run a 24-hour economy as it's because on Tiasia. Omo matana buchira oma ye adwuma mienu miensa a day. Bia ni wo be run 24-hour economy down. Oma bia wo be kwa hochire mu tise Ghana no. The 24-hour economy is your only way, especially when the majority of your population ya babunu but omu nya adwuma. 24-hour economy de be me adwuma na ba. Etu your babunu na wo hweme. Na wo pe adwuma. We need a sword and a John Mahama. John Mahama thinks about you. John Mahama cares about you. John Mahama unyamena sono dae. So for 24-hour economy imra. Then how kesiye number 1 eda Ghana so ye edwuma sem no. Yemfa metu ase. Na memo ane mabawa. Omo ma wi school omo suansa no edwuma. Omo person mo de omo ho de ye edwuma. Obi anya bibi nye. Na my Ghana entimi fa na tuma penfra. This is NDC 360, the 9th edition, and this brings me to the end of my presentation. This segment was the NDC and you, and today we just spent time briefly to talk about the 24-hour economy policy. Dear Dewumuni said, Mahama Oyanokafo, Osia Wayebida, and so you can trust him to deliver on the 24-hour economy policy. Let's read a few messages. The first one I have here is Ataglia Raphael Adegiyoke. Dr. Bawumia, the chairman of the economic mismanagement team, is not different from a fraudulent company. Dr. Bawumia can never be trusted. Meaning, I mean, no, you're agreeing. Asante Yaltenkra say, a vote for Bawumia is a vote for Kufuado and MPP to continue our current hardship. How profound. A vote for Bawumia is a vote for Kufuado and MPP to continue our current hardship. Otu abanema Bawumia, upana Kufuado ne na chema afia fo no watu ama wo. Omo beka bo masanso abetwe aso ama ye ho akire. That is what Asante Yao is saying. Yusuf Abendao, or say Alhaji Bawumia is the worst vice president we have had in the Fourth Republic. He is only good at lies. That's a fact. Then Michael Dukrugu. I said Dr. Bawumia has no integrity. He has allowed lies to destroy him. Ishaku Salifu say JDM is a person to be trusted and we will vote for JDM. Next messages no. Next Nene Gaddafi GH. I said Bawumia lies with arrogance and confidence. Bawumia ukatra or the kukodro any journey a hanta in ikatron. Ghanaians, please watch out. He is coming like Ruto of Kenya. Let's not give him that chance. That came from Nene Gaddafi of Ghana. Shamsuddin say, vote for Mahama to rescue Ghana from looters. And Frederick in Hana Ajay say, we thank Mahama for the sports bet cancellation tax. And in fact, the NDC manifesto will be launched very soon. Latest by the end of the second week of August, the manifesto will be launched. Now, President Mahama launched manifesto now. Taxes may be bad, so idea Mobet say what he has to say about it. There are a lot of the taxes he's going to scrap. It's not just the promise here, because Bawumia will be promising to scrap taxes. He has already started promising. But on the he can scrap the taxes today, like President Mahama said. He doesn't have to make a promise. This is all time will allow me to read. Next week, we may have more time to read more messages. This was the 9th edition of NDC 360. Mediane Sammy Gyemfi Mosonfo. Achame nema NDC amanyoko. Yeda Wezo TV for us. Yenuya Standogbe and a poundful. Yeda Angel TV. Yenuya Benny, Erica Hianyo. Yenuya Papa Ewofa Yebibia Julius Debra Edomwase. Mia Echo Kevin Taylor. O US Abuchima on the Loud Silence TVQ Yadamwase. Maranatha TV for Yadamwase. Yada Unuya TV for so ase. Yada Angel TV for ase. Omo mofa Jumedi live in Yada Ubibiase. And those who will be repeating the show on Kesmin, Kwesieda 8 p.m. on Adom TV, Wezo TV, all of them, Yada Ubiase will be broadcasting that. And so, Mr. said, so won't follow NDC 360 on Facebook. This is the opportunity. This is your time. Follow NDC 360 on Facebook, on X, that is formerly Twitter, and on YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube page. Yeah, the exceptional. Maybe I will share when to me and read the whole show. We may see BB. The short exception now a bought and seminator funnel. Yeah, the go. All the previous shows are there. You can go there and watch the clips. Share them with your friends, with your family, so that everybody can know the truth, discern the truth, and decide for themselves. No matter on 7 December 2024. Onyame show. So wajebre ahwemi. Na watwe sende. Yebe sanso ehia biem. Bedase.